Yes guys, I'm back. I'm back with another one. And today I'm going to be talking about just how simple you can make trading without adding all these triangles and rectangles and formations and all this other crap that you see these gurus showing you. You know, when they say, no, this is in a falling wedge, this is in a upwards, downwards, backwards, backflip, triangle formation. You can just make it so simple trading that you can click buy and sell at certain levels of interest and just make it so easy for yourself. So yeah, let's get straight into it, guys. So I'm on the BTC chart right here. Okay, I'm on the daily. And all I'm going to do is, so if I just close that out 1 minute, close my volume profile out, move that for 1 minute. So what we're going to be looking at here is we're going to be looking at certain areas of interest where people have bought and people have sold. Okay? We can make it so simple because there's a lot of new people that seem to struggle with trading. You know, I probably won't even do recent price action. Let's go to where we had all this chop here. Let me just turn off Telegram so it don't keep pinging in background. So I'll go, and then my phone starts going off. Jesus, sorry about this, guys. Right, so let's go back to this price action here. Okay, we're not even going to use that. We'll use this as a fine example. Okay, so we're looking at Bitcoin here. Here, this is where we had the last all-time highs. Okay, so we're looking at Bitcoin here. Okay, and we can see this zone, this little zone, just this little zone. We'll look at this. So we can see a lot of buyers have stepped in here. The reason you can see a lot of buyers have stepped in here, if we zoom it in, look at the wicks that are forming at the bottom of these zones. Okay? So I'll be looking at these zones and I'll think, right, so we've got buyers stepping in round these areas. So you can mark the wicks if you want. I like to just mark the bodies to make it a little bit more simpler. So we've got this here. That there now is a support area in the chart where you're going to want to buy. And then we can look at this next area here. So we've got a resistance area forming here at this zone. So all you're going to do is you're going to buy at support and sell at resistance. It's so simple that a 9-month-old baby could probably do this trading strategy. That's how simple this strategy is. So say you've seen this, come back down to this zone where you've seen people have bought previously. You're going to long. Your stop's going to be below these wicks. And it's not going to be the best risk to reward, as you can see. It's a 1-to-1. But it played out in, say you bought here. And what you're also going to do, you're not just going to take the trade here. You're going to be on the daily. You're going to go down to a lower time frame, like the 1 hour, the 30 minute, or the 15 minute. And you're going to look for confirmations in this zone. So let's go into the 15 minute. It's probably going to take me a while to get back to where this was. Oh, no. What's this doing now? I don't know what this is doing. It won't let me look any further back. Let's go down to the hourly. Let's see if it'll let me have a look on the hourly. Let me move that out of the way 1 second. I'm probably going to have to use recent price action which I don't really want to. I want to try and show you in certain areas. So I'm not just showing you. It won't let me go any further back. It wants me to buy premium, but I don't want to buy premium because I'm a tight-fisted person. So I'm probably going to have to do it at recent price action, which I don't want to, but I'm probably going to have to. So I'll go to, I know it'll let me show this zone. So we'll fuck that zone off there, yeah? Fuck that zone off. So let's go into this price action here, okay? Right. Back to where we were. Fucking, honestly, trading view pissed me off. Excuse the language. So we can see here, in this area, how many touches that we had on this zone here that started to form. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 touches in that zone. That is a clear area where people are willing to sell. Okay? We have a little consolidation here as well. So we'll mark out the lower that consolidation there. We'll mark out the higher that consolidation there. Now will it let me go down in the lower time frame? The son of a. Down into the lower time frame now. Will it let me? You better let me. I don't know how far back it's going to let me go here. I'm trying to figure out where that one now. Right, so we've got this consolidation here in BTC. Okay, let's zoom it in. We're on the hourly chart. Zoom it in, zoom it in. Right, you can clearly see here, this is a resistance zone in BTC. Yeah, we can see that. It came up, it came down, it came up, faked out, came back in, came up, came back in. So you would have waited for these lower time frames to tell you that you can take a short. And your short would have been, so you could see this range forming. Thursday you wouldn't have had a trade. Friday you wouldn't have had a trade. Oh no, you would. Friday there. Friday there at around 1 o'clock. You can clearly see this is a high level resistance point on BTC. Because it's tested 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So say you go short there. Your stop is going to be above that wick zone there. You're going to target the bottom of the range. Once you hit the bottom of the range, which it did, and it took, so from your short there, a lot of people probably would have panicked when it came and wicked up, but you stop loss safe. You're going to be willing to lose, say, I don't know, we'll just come out with $10 to make $50 or $40 here. Okay? So you took the trade Friday at 1 o'clock. Saturday at 2 o'clock, so it took 24 hours, your trade came in. Nice and easy. It could have been $100 you're willing to lose to make $400, 10 to 40, whichever. But most people aren't going to be making that. So then you're going to look here now, on this zone. This is now a supporting area. Now what I want to do is, I want to go long here. And my stop's going to be the same. I'm going to target the top end of the zone. I want it to be a 1 to 4, 1 to 3, whichever you want it to be. So you've longed it there. You take profits hit there. So you took the long at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Sunday at 10 o'clock, played out. Just over 24 hours again. Probably wasn't even 24 hours, but you understand what I mean. Same again here. We've got another area. It's come back down. Tested. Even if when it came up into here, and you've took that short there, your invalidation is above this wick here, and you want to target that zone at the bottom, which is a great risk to reward, by the way. So say you shorted, I don't know what time you're awake, say 9 o'clock. Say 9 o'clock you've shorted BTC. You've gained, what have we gained here? To these wicks, 2%. 2%. But your risk to reward is a 10.8, 10.6. 10.6 risk to reward in this trade here. Okay? On your way down, take profits. Same here. On your way down, take profits. Bring your stop to break even. So if you started to take profits down here, and you could see that these wicks were forming like this, that is a sign to say, maybe buyers are stepping in round here. So I'll start to take some profits and I'll put my stop loss to break even. You did eventually get stopped out there. We had another move up, fake out again, dropped all the way back down, came back up, rejection. Shorting opportunity right here on this rejection. Invalidation above that. Take profit here. A 1.2 risk to reward. It took. This didn't take that long. You shorted it at 11 o'clock on Tuesday. By 12 o'clock Wednesday, you hit your target. Same again here. So now what we've got is, it's come back down to the range low again. I'm going to long. My stop's going to be below that wick. You might have got stopped out on this one. But you wouldn't have got stopped out straight away. Because if you had taken that long in here, it's another one, a 1 to 8, 1 to 10, whatever it is. 1 to 10 risk to reward. You've longed from here, and it's come all the way up. Around 3% you've made. You stops at break even, you took profits on the way up. Happy days. Everybody's happy. The only time this invalidates this setup here in this range is that candle there. But if you took a long again when it come down to this range low here, and your stops below that wick, and this fires through, that's your risk to reward, a 7 to 3.8. This fires through the way it did. You can start seeing it's pushing. And it probably has. You've hit your profit. A lot of people there would have been like, wow, I could have kept it so much longer. I could have kept it so much longer. You could have. That's true. And that would have been a 1 to a 55.98. Imagine that for a trade. And it took 2 o'clock Saturday morning. You probably wouldn't have been in. I don't trade on weekends anyway. Wednesday, you probably doubled your account in one trade. That's just looking at that certain range. So let's go back into the daily again. And we've analysed that price action there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to analyse this price action here. So we've got a clear support area that had been forming here. That's a clear support area, clear resistance zone. So all you're going to do is you get a lot of fake outs in these zones. You know, a bit like this, you had a fake out, came back in, retested, fired off again. All you're doing is you're longing at support and you're shorting at resistance. But use your levels. Use the levels that you can see. Don't get me wrong, some indicators are good, but I like to mark these levels out myself, because then I can see that these levels are very significant. All this price action in between, you don't want to entertain. Like here, you don't need to entertain it. It's not come back to that zone. But you had so many chances here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4 winning trades on the upside. 1. That stopped you out. 2. That stopped you out. That then got used as a resistance zone before it came down and wicked into this consolidation zone. So having a look at that, it's a fake out, it's a retest, another fake out, retest, and you take a short there. So all you're doing with these zones is you're using these as levels of interest. Look, another great trade there. And that trade didn't even take that long. What did it take? 7 days. 7 days. That, and what, like I say, what you're doing is you're going to be going down to the lower time frames from the daily down to the hourly, 15-minute, whichever you're wanting to look at the time. You know, to have a look at these zones. All this chop in between these zones, do not entertain the chop. This is where all the big players want you to entertain. They want you to entertain all this. And then I've also got something else to show you to know when you want to be taking longs and shorts in that zone. What's going on here? I'm lost. I'm not lost. I've found my way. So, fib. Yeah, I've got it. That's the fib I want. So this is your zone. That's your 50% level in your zone. Do not entertain that zone. Leave that zone alone. You're in the middle of nowhere. You want to be shorting up here. You want to be longing down here. And yeah, you did get stopped out. But you had what? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 winning trades here. And I like to use that as well as a take profit zones as well. So when you're in this and you shorted there and you stops above there and your TP's down here, take 50% in the 50% zone. Same with your long. Coming back into here. That there is an invalidation. Don't take it. You're long in. Back up into that zone. You're taking 50% at this zone here. Easy. I don't really like to long or short in the zone. But if you'd have shorted here at the top of that area, putting it above that wick, and you're aiming down here again, it's a big trade, that. And it didn't take long. And people are going to be like, yeah, but you've missed out on so much more. You've missed out on blah, blah. Yeah, you have, but you've made money. You sat on a PC making money. People are going out grafting all day long to make the same amount as what you've made in 5 or 6 trades. You need to look at it like that. So we're here again in this zone here. And like this area was a prior resistance zone. That candle invalidated that zone then. That's an invalidation of this zone. And then it trends. And then we chop. So if we get where we are at the minute, recent price action, top of the zone, bottom of the zone here. And Bitcoin's a bit of a swine. This here has not broken structure, has it? If we'd have done something like, you know, when it's come down here like this, and we broke that structure, then these zones could potentially turn into a resistance band, which will then take it down to these zones here, which is another consolidation zone. It never did that. It got bought back up really fast. And you can see that in the chart. Look how it got bought back up. It came back down, retested that prior zone's top, which was a resistance, giving you validation to go long. This is what you've got. This is why I like to mark out these zones of interest, because prior zones of interest, i.e. here, turn into what was a resistance area into a support area. So where we are now in Bitcoin, consolidation zone here. That's where we are at the minute. We're in a prior consolidation zone. So if we mark out this zone here, that was a support. And this top here was a resistance. They're my prior zones. And if we're looking at BTC at the minute, that was big old Donald Trump's tweet, what he come out with a load of fluff that he keeps coming out with. And this is what's happening to the market at the minute. All the fluff in the market is doing this. This. Dump, pump, dump, pump, dump, pump. That's all the fluff. And all the fluff has been going on since here. All this here, from here to here, is Donald Trump fluff. 53 days of fluff. So we're not really going to get any sort of trending market until all this fluff goes away. And it's hard to trade at the minute. It really is. It's hard to trade because of all this crap that keeps coming out. And this is why I want to be looking for longs down here, down in these zones. So if I've got my 50% level here, these are the zones I want to be longing. I don't want to be longing here. Because don't get me wrong, yeah, that was a prior support. And we are above it. But we're also in the zone what was a resistance. So if we just remove that for 1 minute, if we're having a look here, this was a support here. This is why I will be looking for shorts at this zone, because this area was a prior support, and you can see that in it. You know, I've already shown the chat what I want to do. I want to be looking for a short here. You know, and I'm going to be looking for that area there. Or I could even look a little bit lower, but that's going to be the trade I'm looking for. I don't want to be long in here. If we can reclaim this zone here and successfully retest something like this, then yeah, I'll take a long. I'm going to put my stop below that zone, and I'm going to target the top of the zone. And like I say, this is how easy trading can be. Don't get me wrong, I do use anchored volume profiles, and I use other things that are involved in trading. But that's me, because I've been trading a while now. So I can use them sort of things. Whereas if you're a newer trader, it's harder for you to do that, because you can't really see what's going on. And obviously I use order flow and the order book and other things like that. So this 50% level that I like to mark out can also be used as a prior support resistance zone. Just looking at it, look at how it comes up, tags it, pumps off, drops below, tags it, drops, pumps up, fake out, drops, pumps up, tags it, pumps up, tags it, pumps up, drops, tags it, consolidation, drop. So, you know, make trading easier for yourself. Have these zones marked out for yourself and think, shall I go long? Shall I go short? If it's a prior support that's turning into a resistance, obviously I'm going to be looking for a short. If it fires through and invalidates, it fires through and invalidates. You know, you've had so many opportunities. Short, long, long, short, short, long. That one didn't work out. It stopped you out. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One stop out out of 6 wins is not going to hurt your account, is it? That's what you got to think about. You know, and then you go down into the lower time frames and have a look. Where am I going to long? Where am I going to short? You know, I'm not going to overcomplicate it for you, but this here, this consolidation and this drop is a breaking structure. You can see that. A retest and then another fall. So, you know, keep an eye on that. And like I say, there's too much fluff in the market at the minute. It's hard to trade the market. You know, it's difficult. This is why I'm just saying, having these zones of interest make it a little bit easier for you to trade. So, go practice it. Go check it out. And let me know what you think. I'm going to get out of here. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Check out CWP. I'm going to have links in the description. There's Andre's Trading Journal, Mr. B, and my own trading journal in CWP Premium. I'm going to have links for the free chat for CWP, links for James's Baccarat indicators, links for Slim's bots. And then when you come into Premium as well, if you do join Premium, we've got some other guys in there as well that are absolutely fantastic traders. There's some that were in there. I've been in there well over a year now. And there's some people that came in there and they didn't have a clue. But they're at the stage now where they know what they're trading, they look at what they're trading, and they're making money. So come along, you know, have a little bit of fun with us, make some money. Come and check it out. So yeah, getting out of here. I will catch you in the next one, and happy trading, guys.